If you're under 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, hell, if you're even under 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and you're struggling to get brand deals, I have some advice for you, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is I know that's helped me make over $160,000 on brand deals last year and why I think I can double that next year. But let's go ahead and just get you started with getting your first paid brand deals as a small YouTuber, as a small influencer. And we're just gonna go ahead and assume that you have less than 10,000 subscribers. It's gonna be a lot easier to get brand deals if you can target specific brands and if you know who they promote and what type of content they like to support that leads to their goals. This will be much simpler for you if you do the dreaded thing that no one in YouTube wants to do: niche down. Niching down is not going to suck and it's not going to limit your creativity. It's going to actually reduce your anxiety while opening up an abundance of options when it comes to making money. By being specific in who your audience is and why they watch your videos, that also tells you what brands they are likely to spend money with and what brands are seeking that audience and wants to turn them into customers. It also narrows down your research when it comes to other channels and what brands are supporting them. Who is paying them? What is the money play here? Who's running ads on their content? Oh, I bet you those same people running ads are willing to do some influencer marketing. Oh, there's sponsored content in this particular niche. Oh, these 5 brands have worked with this content creator that I always watch. I bet you they would work with other content creators. They probably have a list of 20 content creators for the next campaign they're gonna work on. How do I get myself on that list? If you can focus by niching down, all of a sudden your ability to execute, to plan, and to really hone in on what relationships you are supposed to have to advance your goals, that becomes a lot simpler. So start by niching down. I promise you it's worth it to do it. So now that we've narrowed our area of focus, we need to actually do the work, do that research. So we need to build a list of brands that we could work with. And then we need to narrow that down to a list of the brands we absolutely want to work with. So let's start with how you find brands that will work with influencers like you. Now that you know what type of influencer you are, you know what niche you're in, you know what kind of content you're gonna make, you've defined the audience, your avatar, your viewer, you know who that's supposed to be. Okay, well, who sells stuff to them? And what creators are already working with brands? The easy way to research this is to go and find creators in your niche and then search their content and look for hashtag ad or hashtag sponsored or hashtag spawn. And the reason that you're doing this is because influencers are required by law to disclose when they are doing brand deals. They have to disclose and tell you this video is sponsored by, and then they have to tell you who it is. And so this is something that is searchable. In fact, in my own product, the Brand Deals Starter Kit, I've actually listed over 100 brands that work with influencers. So if that's something you're interested in, as well as all the other resources, that is a product that I sell, linked in the description down below. It's not the only thing in there. We sell a lot of other stuff in there. So if you want to check it out, great. If you don't want to buy it, don't worry about it. Once you know the brands that are on your list, what you should look at doing is interacting with them a lot more in social media. Engage with them genuinely and authentically. I would go follow them across multiple platforms and put them on notifications. I would take everybody off notifications except for the brands that you want to interact with so that you can eventually build a partnership and relationship with them. So go ahead and take everyone off of notifications except the brands you want to work with and Roberto Blake on all of his accounts. So that's at Roberto Blake in Twitter and at Roberto Blake in Instagram. And you can also follow me in LinkedIn if you wanna. Now that you have the brands listed and you're interacting with them, that means the social media team at those brands are becoming familiar with you, which means when you want to approach them, it's not necessarily gonna be a cold email or a cold call. It means that there's somebody who has some familiarity with you. This also sets you up so that brands are more likely to reach out to you. But if you want to increase your odds of impressing them and working with them, I've got another tip for you. Now, I know this is something that small influencers have been discouraged from, and by the way, it's terrible advice on people's part. Everyone will tell you to never do anything for free and to never work for free. Working for free is fine, just do it on your terms. You're technically working for free, as in not cash, and you're not working for exposure. You're working to build leverage. See, this is the mistake, and this is the difference between starving artists and creative entrepreneurs. There's a big difference between starving artists and creative entrepreneurs. Starving artists are ideological and they hate things like working for free. They hate things like working for exposure. Creative entrepreneurs understand the concept of leverage and that sometimes when you're coming up from the bottom, you don't have any. So how do you get some? Well, you have to give upfront value, which is practically YouTube 101. We don't make money on YouTube the first 100 videos we make usually, the first 200 videos we make. And even when we start making money, it's AdSense and you find out very quickly that is not that much money. It's not that great. On average, with AdSense, the average YouTuber earns what, a penny per view if they have a high CPM, and if they have a normal CPM, they earn 1/10 of a penny per view. So it's not exactly as glamorous as you might think if you have less than 1 million subscribers when it comes to ad revenue. So we're already out here working for free the first 2 years of uploading content. Let's just be very real about that. Back in my day, you didn't make money on YouTube at all. You had to have 30,000 subscribers and you could still be kicked out of the partner program. 1,000 subscribers and you get in? What are you talking about? You kids are spoiled. So yeah, you're welcome. Old man internet here to tell you how it was. Yeah, PewDiePie couldn't get into the partner program back with 30,000 subscribers because they weren't taking gaming channels. Unless you joined with a multi-channel network who would take half of your ad revenue. But it's a story for another day. My point is that if you want to build a solid relationship with a brand, you need more in your body of work than just the videos you've already done. You might need a video that allows you to show and highlight the brand in some way, naturally incorporate it into your content, and then you have an excuse to kind of tweet this at them or tag them in Instagram and show them that you are a user of the product and you love and enjoy the product and here's what you think and here's what you like. Or hey, it made your top 5 or your top 10 favorites. And that is an incitement for the brand to say, you know what, next time we have a new release, we send them free product. That free product might come with an embargo, and that free product might allow you to get a jump ahead of your competition when it comes to uploading your videos and being able to get more views and build more credibility in the community, which makes you even more attractive to the other brands on your list. And the thing is, if you have a body of work to show that you are good at showcasing products, promoting products, you would make a fantastic brand ambassador. This is kind of your resume. This is building up that body of work, that portfolio. This is your opportunity to show them what you can do at zero risk to them. And you have to make content anyway to grow as a creator. So what's the downside here in promoting them for free, working for free? You have to make content anyway. You could tie this to affiliate marketing and then have a chance of converting sales, making those sales, proving yourself, making some money, helping your audience with a buying decision, and then all of a sudden you can go back to the brand and have a leverage point to negotiate to say, hey, I bet you I'm one of your top affiliates. Look at all the product that I moved. Look at all the sales that I've got. My audience loves your product and I'd love to help them get more of it. What can we do to work together? You have a point to the conversation because you have something to show. You're not coming to a brand with 2 long empty hands saying, give me a chance. You've already proven your value. You also are warming your audience up to the idea of you promoting stuff without necessarily getting directly compensated from a brand. And when they know that you've been putting in this work, they've been enjoying your purchases from the affiliate links and the promotion, your recommendations, your top 10 list, your comparison videos, your tutorial videos. When your audience has been getting value and has been able to benefit from taking you at your word, they're not that mad when you get a brand deal. In fact, they usually root for you, support you, and cheer you on when you start getting those first brand deals. Maybe not so much once you are getting the big deals, not so much when they feel you're out of touch and you make too much money, but at the start when you start getting those first brand deals, they really are supportive and root for you. My audience actually continues to root for me no matter what, so thank you for that. But in all seriousness, I do appreciate how supportive you guys have been, especially during the last 2.5 years that have not been as fun. Now, the thing is, putting yourself in a position to get these brand deals, to start getting paid and making money is not where things end, it's actually where they begin. I've done more detailed videos about things you need to know when it comes to negotiating your brand deals, pricing your brand deals, how to get paid, how to invoice. So I've actually made a playlist around that, and I definitely recommend you watch it. The conversation doesn't end here, it starts here. This is how you're going to get your foot in the door. If you were saying, oh, I need an opportunity, this is how it happens. The other thing you can do, this is a little bit more challenging, is can go to brand deal marketplaces. I will have to make another video specifically around this because there are requirements. They have different requirements, different tiers, and it is very competitive because it is kind of an auction style marketplace. It is often better to go through your own relationship with a brand, build off of that, or to attract them to you. Usually you want to do both. You want to attract brands to you, sort through deals, say yes or no. You also want to directly pursue them. Middlemen, platforms, even talent managers, there are some strings attached there. There are some more complicated things. And I do want to get into a deeper dive when I do a playlist exclusively around more to do with brand deals. I have 5 videos you can watch right now, but I will be doing kind of a 10 video deep playlist specifically on brand deals because there's a lot to unpack here. If you have specific questions around brand deals, I encourage you to leave a comment, and those could actually help me with what videos you want to see first. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you do check out that playlist on getting brand deals as an influencer. That will be linked in the description. Also, make sure you're checking out my video on the most profitable niches in YouTube. We're not just talking AdSense, we are talking brand deals. As always, thank you so very much for watching, and don't forget, go out there and create something awesome today. Take care.